Hi, my name is Nancy Bradley, and I'm the advisor for the Graduate Teacher Education Program at Muskingum. And one of the things I like to tell students is, give us a call. No questions too big or too small. No questions too complicated for us. We will work with you on an individual basis. One of the things that people say to us is, I'm so happy you were able to get back to me in such a quick time frame. We pride ourselves on that. The best part of my day is when I'm working with students one-on-one. And no two students are alike. We realize that. We come from many different backgrounds, many different years of experiences, many different licensures, many different states even. But we will meet you where you are, just like you meet your students at the door every day and you start to pull them on to new knowledge and new adventures and help them grow. We're going to do the very same thing for you.
When I first went in, again, I was really nervous, and she is so just nice and bubbly and very positive. She gives you a lot of hope even when you feel there's no hope when things are due.
We've been hearing for quite a while now, it's not enough to hold one teaching credential. You need to hold several teaching credentials. We are looking at schools that are going through a lot of money crunch situations. They're looking for more from the employees that they have. So what better way to make yourself more valuable to your district than to add a teaching area or an endorsement, an additional licensure. And there are many, many endorsement programs out there that are not that many hours. Several are only 12 hours. Many times you need 6 hours just to renew a teaching license anyway. And many times once you do this, if you wanted to, you might go on and add a master's degree. One that we're seeing a lot of mileage from is the early childhood generalist. This is for teachers who currently hold a pre-K-3 license. And for 12 credit hours, 3 4-hour classes, you can expand your license by a third. You can add all subjects grades 4, 5. And many of our teachers who do this program are able to keep a job or move into a new job. This summer we had, I believe, 6 or 7 people enrolled in the program, and I believe 5 of them use that as a springboard to a new position within a school.
I was desperately looking for a job, and my master's was only pre-K through 3. And Nancy Bradley was talking about how I can add on my 4th and 5th grade generalist endorsement, which just means that you can teach anything within 4th and 5th grade. I finished my degree on July 23rd, passed my praxis, and lo and behold, I came in for an interview for a kindergarten spot and a 4th grade spot, and they hired me on for the 4th grade spot. With the generalist degree, it's good because, like I said, you don't have to have that certain science or math. You can have anything. So whether they need a math teacher or a science teacher or a history teacher, you are available.
One of the most wonderful things about a reading endorsement is that it is a license that goes from kindergarten to grade 12. So if you hold a reading endorsement, you can teach reading intervention at any of those levels. So you can see the magnitude of adding this license. It does require some prereq work, but most people who already hold a pre-K-3 or a middle childhood, maybe an intervention specialist licensure, most people have that prereq work done, completed. The endorsement itself is 12 hours, and in this case it's 4 courses, 3 hours each. Many times we offer it in its entirety in the summer, so you can literally, a lot of the endorsement classes, you can come to us in the summer and be prepared with an entirely different endorsement or licensure area by fall. The TESOL endorsement, as everybody knows, our country has always been the gateway for a lot of people to immigrate to a better life, and we're still seeing that. So a lot of our school districts are having an influx of students where English is not their first language. The TESOL program is an endorsement program, and I want to add, many educators want to add this, but they're like, I don't have a foreign language background. You do not have to have a foreign language background. It's strategy based, meaning that you can pick this up in the summer, go back in the fall. We offer it in its entirety in the summer in several locations. In the past, we've been in Cleveland, we have been in the Zanesville, Ohio area, we've been in the Columbus area. It consists of 18 credit hours, but we offer it in a program where you can do the entire thing in the summer. But the nice thing is we also offer bits and pieces during the regular fall and spring semesters.
TESOL helped me get a job in Maryland. Basically, there was a hiring freeze when I got here, they weren't hiring any teachers, and then I got called in November for an English as a second language job because there are so many second language speakers in this area. 80% of my school population is English as a second language, and we've also hired 3 additional teachers since I've started 2 years ago.
The wonderful thing about the TESOL program is the clinical practice, the student teaching piece of it is built into the program in the summer. So for people who are entrenched in their classrooms and would have difficulty being released to do an additional student teaching, this allows them to add that endorsement without leaving their classroom. Many people have used it as a springboard to hold on to a job or to move into a new teaching position.
I wouldn't have been able to get my TESOL endorsement in that quick of a time anywhere else. I was able to get my TESOL endorsement in like 6 weeks, something like that, and I was done, and I was able to move to Maryland and try to start looking for my job. So it was unbelievable. I talk about it all the time to my colleagues.
If you're currently a licensed teacher and have thought about adding an intervention specialist, mild to moderate or moderate to severe license, we can help you out. We will look at some of the things you've already taken, see what we can waive, citing some of your undergrad credit, and put together an individualized education plan for you. As you know, intervention specialists, we serve those children by ages, so the license is from ages 5 to 21. And what that means is if you hold an intervention specialist license, you can teach in kindergarten through grades 12. So it adds great marketability, great flexibility to your current credentials. Highly qualified teacher status is part of No Child Left Behind, and it has real implication for students or teachers who hold an intervention specialist license. What a highly qualified teacher can do, it means that you can teach special needs children in the content area. There are many, many ways to cite HQT status. One of the best ways is to take something called 90 clock hours. And what that means is you're taking specific content coursework in the subject areas. Most people who are teaching at the 7-12 level in special education need to have highly qualified status for math, social studies, language arts, or science. We offer courses to help you get that highly qualified teacher status in those content areas. Many times it's in the summer in a 1-week seminar, but we also may have other options available so that you can go back in the fall or very quickly with HQT status for those content areas. We have many students who already hold the physical education license, but with the new emphasis in our country on health, we're seeing a great need for teachers to hold a health license. And of course, any licensed teacher can add a health license, but it seems to go hand in glove with the PE. We work with many, many people who hold the PE license, want to add the health license, always offering many of those content classes in the summer for them. But once again, just like we work with our students on an individual basis, we would work with them on an individual basis. So if you are a PE teacher and you see the need, what we're finding, a lot of people are teaching PE half a day and they need that health license for the other part of the day. Give us contact us. We'll go over your credentials, your transcript, and once again, we'll come up with an individualized education plan just for you to add that license. I work with many people that have wonderful teaching licensures in many different areas. But many people are at the point in their career where they're thinking about moving up in management, so to speak, maybe adding a principal's license, a superintendent's license, or there's a brand new endorsement called the Teacher Leader program that's going to be for all people who want to take leadership roles, whether it be head teacher, whether it be head of their department, lead teacher. So we have a host of those type of programs available. Many of them are in a blended format where you're on campus some days and working independently other days. But the nice thing is, if you're thinking about exploring options for advanced degrees, advanced teacher's degrees, Muskingum is the place to be. Whether it be the principalship program, which was recently revised, it's not as many hours as you think. You can get a master's with it. You have to have a master's to move through to a principal's license. If you don't have one, it's an additional 7 hours. If you do have one, you would not do that 7 hours. The new superintendent's program, some of the hours from the principalship program slide with you for that degree program. So that's a nice thing. You're never starting over from point zero. You're always building on your professional credentials. I think it's outstanding. And the Teacher Leader Program, as I said, brand new, would have great applications for teachers who desire leadership positions.